So once again, we've got a complicated episode of Dragon Ball Super when it comes to like power scaling. So a lot of people are gonna have a problem with the middle part of this episode. I'm not too sure they're gonna have a problem with the ending, considering what we got with Goku. But what it took for us to get there, oh boy. So let's start off with obviously Kefla was gonna be a force to be reckoned with, we like it or not. That's just the way it is. So Kefla was able to get better of Goku, and I like how Goku was able to, even though he's getting knocked around by Kefla, he was still able to like analyze. Okay, her power and speed have gone up dramatically, and while this is going on, as Kefla kind of put it, the peanut gallery, which I thought was funny, kind of like went on about, I guess, the Potara fusion, and finally Beerus standing up for the fandom, calling out the use of Potara, and thanks to the Omni King, I guess, get thrills about seeing fusion against what he can do against Goku. He decided to get rid of that rule. So obviously, I don't know if Potara would have been forbidden anyway, but regardless of that, the Daishinkan says, yeah, the use of Potara fusion will be allowed, which I think is going to play effect pretty soon, and I'll tell you how. Especially since we now know Potara is going to be used. And in fact, Beerus kind of foreshadowed this because when I think it was a Kaioshin that kind of brought subjects about why don't we get 17 and 18 to fuse, which I thought would have been funny. But Beerus was gung-ho about doing it, brought it to his attention they're going to be permanently fused. I'm like, wait a minute. Wasn't the Kaioshin there during the Goku Black Arc when it was, I guess, the Gawasu that pretty much stated non-Supreme Kais could not be permanently fused. And by the way, I definitely think it's going to play a role with Kale and Kefla split up. Or they may get eliminated together, which I think would be kind of poetic. But we'll see. I mean, I wouldn't count as good as it looks for Goku right now and Goku fans. I wouldn't count out Kefla by any stretch of the imagination because, boy, the fact that she forced Goku to use Ultra Instinct in the first place is going on. Other universes are thinking about using Potara themselves. Now it's allowed. We had Universe 3 and Universe 4 pretty much state they're not going to use it. Universe 3 because of the machines. Universe 4 says, or at least Catella says, he's not going to use it, and I'm pretty sure that's to do with the hidden presence. We're going to find out who that is. So Universe 2 come with the idea, I guess, Zabuto and Raban Ra from Universe 2. Doesn't matter because the underlings, they got knocked by Kefla when she was roaming around like using her speed. She does some flying and then destroys the Potara earring. So thank God we didn't get any fusion from Universe 2. Going up against the Namekians, and it's Piranha, I guess, who grabs a hold of Piccolo with his extended arm. In comes Gohan, who I guess, disarms literally Piranha, and then blocks the energy away from the other Namekian by using Masenko, which I thought was badass. So I thought Gohan put in the work, and obviously Piranha regenerates his arm. So obviously Piccolo notices, oh, you can do that too. So I actually want to see a full episode between those four. Running Topo, and Topo's actually thinking, I guess Vegeta's thinking about Goku, and now Kefla, and it's obvious he's worried about Goku, because it's like, oh, that energy swelled up inside, and he got caught off guard by Topo. He grabbed him in the same hole he grabbed Goku in at the exhibition match. Focusing on Kefla and Goku, we're also focusing on other fights as well, so that's good. Also we see 17 and 18, and 18's, I guess, damage from, I guess, the explosion from Kale powering up last episode. That's the only thing I can think of because she wasn't hurt before then. So, I mean, her ankle's hurt, and in comes, I guess, Kato Pesla. And it's funny because Kato Pesla comes up from behind with look like he's going to land a blow on 18. It's blocked by 17. He's like, oh, it's rude to hit a woman in the face. And I'm like, now all the times you say that, so it's like, okay, but he one shot, so he says, sensing flower energy blast. And 17 looking like a badass. I definitely want to see more from the androids, and I think it would have been cool had they gone through the fusion. What would that look like? Especially now we know that Ultra Instinct can be unlocked without the Genki Dama. I thought Vegeta to unlock that mode, maybe not in this arc, but if he doesn't, at the very least, we may get to see a fusion with Ultra Instinct because Goku's already using it on Kefla, which is going to cause a lot of debate. And the way that we kind of described it, it's not an easy mode for it to get to. It's not easy. It's not an easy level for Goku to reach, much less the Gods of Destruction. So now Goku's reached this twice from different circumstances, and I'm still kind of curious, did he unlock that subconsciously, or did he meant to do that? So that's still a question up in the air. But I thought it was kind of funny when Kefla was kind of mentioning Goku. He had Goku on the defensive, and it's like, okay, the mention of the loss of stamina in this episode, and believe me, it's not been forgotten by anybody. Which is that's the reason why a lot of people come back and forth. There's been a lot of arguments, vicious debates online, and this is going to cause an awful Twitter war. Kefla powers up to Super Saiyan, which is kind of cool. Even her hair grew about 3 feet, which I thought was funny. It's a lot more green like Kale, so I thought, okay. And there's one statement that she made, like, the power's overflowing, it's like overreaching. So I thought, okay, here we go, we've got some Broly territory now. Like I said at the beginning of this review, Toei Animation are definitely not afraid of spamming the power-ups, so do not count out Kefla. I know Ultra Instinct's badass, but do not count out Kefla. And plus, you're using Potara Fusion, which we know from Vegito is not something to be trifled with. And by the way, speaking of, I want to take back what I said about Kefla having the personality of Vegito. She's more like Goten. She's very immature. She's cocky as hell. She's super strong, and I guess she doesn't have full control of her body because she's still speed blitzing Goku, but she's having control of her body. And in fact, Goku actually gets a blow on Kefla, and she's like, "Yo, that stung a little bit. My hands are numb." So, and she's getting fired up by this, and we kind of brought the whole subject about, oh, because of her Saiyan blood, she's getting warmed up by this. Vados from Universe 6 was the only voice of reason, because she's like, yo, you shouldn't take Goku lightly, even powered up to Super Saiyan Blue. And Champa's like, yo, Kefla's got this in the back because she's powered up and she's fused into a super. She's powered up to the Super Saiyan and she's a fused being. And I'm like, you can't underestimate Goku. I know he's running out of stamina, but now it looks like Goku's powering up to King Kai first, and Kefla's powering up all of my. At least right now she's powering up all the way. I'm not too sure about that still. Be that as it may, we see Jiren twitch after that, and I'm like, okay, this dude's gonna wake up, and judging from the preview, he's waking up next week, so I expect the body parts to fly. Past the energy blast that Kefla used, he speed blitzes it and gets a shot to the ribs of Kefla, sends it flying into a bunch of rocks, which I thought was kind of cool. And it leaves it kind of weak, to be honest with you, and that's where the power scaling back and forth is gonna come in. It's like, okay, Goku's losing stamina, but he's still able to send Kefla flying. So, and by the way, and after that, Goku actually he maxed out because he overexerted himself, and he went back to base, and Kefla's gonna eliminate Goku, which would have pissed off a lot of people. Let's be real here. He gets back up, and once you know, Kefla unleashes an energy blast. Goku blocks it with an Ultra Instinct, and you see the aura glow. That was badass, by the way. And it was so much more dramatic. The music they used against Goku versus Jiren with Kefla and Goku, which I thought was kind of cool. It's instrumental, no vocals in this one. So that was kind of cool. I definitely didn't expect that track to be back this soon at least. Which kind of brings the question, who's going to go up against Jiren next? Will it be Goku or will it be somebody else? Because Jiren's awake, and we know what he's capable of doing. I'm curious what happens with Goku. It looks like he's going to use his full power in Ultra Instinct, so this could be goodbye Kefla. And if not, we may get a new mode from Kefla. So, yeah, like I said, this is going to cause a lot of debate. And I don't read the spoilers, so God only knows where this is going to go. So, that's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Like this review if you did appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel for more Dragon Ball Super. Catch you guys later. Bye.